What's up, guys? It's your boy Jetbuster here. We're going on an epic journey, seeing where we kind of left off previously, except for whatever reason, stuff wasn't recording by accident. But anyway, so we took the 3 quests from the Mughals, where we kind of left off, and we just kind of completed them. One wanted us to look for stuff for a painting, the other one wanted us to kill some dinosaur stuff, and then the other one wanted us to go off and obtain another item. So we're turning in the requests. It's pretty basic. There's nothing drastically special about it, but let's continue. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Here. Yes. Joy? Ah, yes, these are perfect. Now I have the main ingredient for the home tunic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, sir? Should you ever feel your home losing its balance, then I'm your Moogle. Have these quests turned in. Speak to this person. You're able to humble my Javanian devotees? Wonderful. You are as capable as I am captivating. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those thoughts from pursuing me so mercilessly. Their tongues are lolling and bellies rumbling. The Javanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. Okay. You have a Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Yes. Here. Yes, it is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At least I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this hilarious deed. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'll just take the. Yeah. Okay. Let's go talk to the big king right here. Yeah, Buster, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of the trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Moghan, Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct as well as that of your companions, and I am decided to gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Okay. Alright, buddy. Alright, Alphanod. Are these trials over then? My tasks have been a little bit more than household chores. If our hosts not to grant their aid after working with little pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Kupo nuts. Out of principle, that I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the Chieftains Verdict, shall we? Alphanod, you are priceless, man. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of the good King Mugamong VII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story of younglings that grew with the telling, but with every passing moment I've become more certain that they have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. Alright, Einstein. Or Einstein. How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragoon population. Did not their chieftain wish to wood inflaming the Javanians. As such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to a Mog, a lance-wielding warrior of Eld, who also favored much such attacks. It was meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these fury lumps could outleap a cockerel lamb, much as less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly. I like not this place. Oh my god, this is priceless. Such a very bland guy. Funny. You become such friends, Kupo. My Mughal cousins long to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglen has finally come to a decision. Has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. Alright, sorry. What sorcery is this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? Yep, sir, I was no matter. What is it? Chieftain Morgan had made his decision. Well, let's not keep him waiting then. These guys are all like in their own little world, admiring the Mughals. It's so funny. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were all, after all, already friends with the fellow. You see, before any meeting with Herod Skvar, whatever his name, could take place, certain preparations need to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Oh dear. The horn! Bring out the horn quickly now! They are so scared of the guy. This is priceless. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the Great Worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Moghan may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horde a good toot. We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Dragon. Very possibly, yes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm is terribly fond of your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Hassan will welcome our overtures. If we ever arrive at his lair, come, we have squandered enough time already. Morgan, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this strong friendship towards earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogholm your home amongst the clouds. Yes. Oh my god. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found time for all these rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the cheating had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed. All's well that ends well, Kupo. Yes. Thank you, little Kupo buddy. Well, you have more stuff for me to do? Well, I expected you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphinaud is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Oh. To the best of my knowledge, we all have the need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder here and her team will soon be making the journey back to Verdania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? Alphanage, yep, sir. I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. We are not for your pioneering spirit. The existence of these Mughals might ever have been revealed to us. It is we who should be thankful, LCs here. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, that they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kupo Kop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken a great courage to leave the sanctuary of the 12 Woods, and we are extremely glad that you did. It's my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends, and have so many fantastic tales to tell of my kinsmugo back home. And it is our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, LC Seer. We too must be on our way. The dragon awaits. Warrior of light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Einstein, beneath that social facade a storm of anguish sees unseen. Yes, we know this guy has a anger management issue against the dragons. And probably specifically against um one person in particular. Anyway. Uh, have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. Thank you for the full XP. Get pieces, huh? See, that one always looks cool. The dragon pieces look sick. No, not my style. Rogue, no. As Chieftain Morgan already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing the dragon's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big palace where you need to blow the horn. First things first. Though we need to make for a shop. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing. I just want a better. Boy. Yay, rampaging dragons, let's go. How you doing, buddy? Good day, sir. Dead. Sorry, I'm gonna die. I want that to die. We going... This way it goes. Landlord colony. Interesting. Oh, let's test something really quick. Let's go do this glycan hair. Bum bum. Alright, let's kill this big boy. How you doing, dragon? I got something for you. Straight up earthquake to the face. Oh, I just swung once and you were done for. Oh my goodness. Yo, man, when I play Warrior, like, I'm sorry to say, but like, just the big hits are just, they feel good. I don't even know how else to describe it. It feels amazing when you hit the big crits with the Warrior. That's all I can say. It just feels freaking amazing. So watch this. No crit. No crits. But I'm still hitting like a truck. I'm hitting for almost 6k. That's including my basic attack. Alrighty, to the top we go. Augments. Everybody's here. Yes. Never mind, I have to walk around. Rip. That is. Yeah, I just want to get the burned, thank you. Alright. Alright, let's speak to Moghan. There will be a bit bitey things will be a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece. I wonder what has the dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. We're just gonna take the kill. Ooh, what's this? Oh, not that one. Hey, now that's a pretty cool cloak. Is that for Gunbreaker? Wait me. Oh, the black one looks dope. We're getting that one. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high, like this, the dragon invariably abandons his lofty perch and heeds to the lands below to hunt. If you tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the winds die down. Okay. Yeah, let me test something real quick. See, nobody's doing this. How to cane your dragon? We're gonna do this. Let's see how it feels being the level. All right, you want to fight? Let's see. Yeah, see, like I don't even feel like I'm taking anything. All right, now let's test our healing capability, shall we? Yep, I feel better. Go ahead. Heck, I was level synced. Why am I not level synced now? Oh, it's because I'm like border on it. Level sync. Where are the dragons? Fun in here. Wow, this one actually. life. This seems so much easier, even at level 54. Very interesting. Dragons, huh? Okay. You summoned your You have a tank here, buddy. That blue charcoal looks very cool. Oh, and ether current. Nice. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow. But until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If I must interrupt our journey so closely to Ascendant, I suppose this place is as good as any. And mayhaps a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Lead the gathering of the fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Portheus. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphonse whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Jeff Lister, and see that the wild life does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time you return. Y'all have no faith in Alphanot, alright? None. No faith. This guy is supposedly one of the kinships of one of the greatest mages that have ever lived. You have no faith in this guy. You don't even know what his true potential is. For all you know, he could summon freaking Bahamut and nuke the entire planet. You never know. This guy is a powerhouse in the waking. He's slumbering, he's sleeping to do greatness. He doesn't need to prove himself. Get out of here. No faith in the little guy. At all. Take you out really quick. Okay. Eradicate this poor thing. Do-do-do. Theo is right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphinaud returns with the word we can see about supper, the Ice Queen has filled a pot with what look like stew ingredients ready for the fire. Eh, a sleeping Kubo. A few things compared to the simple pleasures of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. Ah, so speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. Tis well you instructed me so patiently then, but yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to Yseli with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Shirley dignitary, and alongside my twin became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers, how ignorant of my own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal and led to the downfall of the Scions. Well, all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives never knowing what it is that they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe? It was only upon meeting the dragon that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would have never vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance that the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetrating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance of and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, or striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphinaud. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my hand. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nahag killed my family. A no quirk of history will exonerate him. may be ignorant of how the dragon song war began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Listen, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince the dragon of righteousness of your cause. No, but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, wind's willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. Nice. Alright. There's paladin pins. Let's see. Dragoon. Button. Out of these two. Art of Ice. Campfire was so cozy I must have fallen asleep. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? The way they will have borne dragon back to the skies above Zenith, I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with the toot of the shiny horn. So I'll be heading back now. If it's all the same to you, good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. Run away, little guy. Okay, so we gotta go to the highest part of the summit. Way over there. Running. Made it to Zenith. Tune to this crystal. Nice. Seems to be a legendary city. Wow. Please. Alright, boys, the moment that I think we've been all waiting for, to be able to see this epic dragon that we have been striving to so-called meet. I hope that he's as cool as they've been saying. I really do. But, yeah. Let's, do our thing. Do. Go ahead and toot that horn, buddy boy. Uh-oh. He's a big boy. Race Velga. Thou speakest the name of a creature, but waiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Racevelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva. But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl, thinkest thou my beloved spirit, my beloved's spirit have descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Uh-oh. Gullible fool, the light but illuminated the past for thee. I did not grant thee ominence. Now the spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva, but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, my own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect the king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brother. Such gods are not summoned but created, phantom spun from the threads of misplaced faith.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Was but a dream of Shiva. Thy soul have been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child. Ah, that is.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death, and thou wouldst speak to me of peace. Hearketh thee, mortal, to the naked truth. Tell me if thou deservest forgiveness. No. Two- 1200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifices served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. Two creatures of harmony were to follow, during which time the Allison learned much about us, not less the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength. Was out of the selfish desire to possess this strength. King Thornton then conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together. With the aid of his Lel Knights, the most noble of Allison lured my brood sister Radatosker into an ambush and took from her that which he craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doeth linger of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by the Allison allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in a manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all. From their bloody banquet, the fiends had gained a strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now, I labor to comprehend the immortality of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thornton and some few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flying from the field. Such is the truth, the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song. It's a song my kind shall never forget, should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
What Dallas chooses to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thoran's people to suffer for this sin until the end of days. That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment, those who abandon their own and side with the dragonkind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Know that all the traitors of progeny bear a trace of Radatorsk's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then the seed lies within us.
It is for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus are they transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army of newborn dragons. One by one, through death of defection, my brood brothers shall account for all of the betrayers' children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
There will always be some, of course, who fight, who choose to fight until the bitter end, like the dragon. But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest two score and 10, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, For it is no war at all, but vengeance. An eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. For worms such as Nidhogg, however, the history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Torsk's wounds. How could he not be driven mad? It is only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that my own fury have not consumed me. But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Well, that is very, wow. That's interesting to know. That's crazy, guys. That's really crazy. So basically, Nidhogg is seeking vengeance for his sister, which is understandable, right? You know, I mean, it's his sister, okay? But the way that he is going about it is pure vengeance. Like it's, I don't even know how to really describe it. It makes sense. Like all of the people that decide to drink of his sister's blood will be punished, and because of that, it's like an eternity war that they won't ever comprehend until we find out now. Now that we have found out, now the question really becomes, what do we do? Like, do we stop the curse? Do we attempt to stop the curse? Like, how do we approach it? That's crazy. To think that they all decided to drink her blood in order to, you know, like, I shouldn't say really drink her blood, but they took her eyes and used them to their own personal advantage to essentially absorb the essence of being of Dragonborn. And the only way to detect the folly is by having them drink the blood of a dragoon. Or a dragon, excuse me. And when they drink the blood of the dragon, they transform. We killed one early in the story, who supposedly transformed in front of us. At first, we thought it was just magic, but it actually wasn't. It was more than that. So we have people living among us who, from their ancestors' history, drank of the blood that they shouldn't have, killed their sister of the Dragonkin, of the dragons, and now we have to find a way to stop them. I mean, that's crazy to think about it. Like what's gonna happen further into this, you know? Like, innocent blood is being shed and transformed because of the folliness of ancestors from the past. Eorzeans are being transformed into dragons. I don't know what else to think. Like, that's crazy. Grace Volgar was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice, fairly adrift with power. That the will beyond his words, so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg's from his course. Man, so this is just an endless eternity war for their sister that was killed wrongfully because of a ruler's stupidity to want power and strength. You know, that's just, it's always the rulers that do this. Once they find something that they can't have, they gotta find a way to get it. Always how it goes. second, guys. I'm just kind of eating really quick because that time of the day where we definitely should be eating something. Got the hiccups. I don't get why it just randomly disconnects us. Like, don't make a bit of sense. I wasn't even really AFK. I was typing. Like, it don't make any sense. Literally typing and straight up disconnect. Oh my gosh, dude, they must have kicked, like, they really got to get this stability concept under control, because if they don't, this game is gonna be bad when Endwalker comes out. Specifically for this server.
Stream Elements. Jetbuster is now live. Streaming Final Fantasy XIV Online, FF14 Epic Journey. Learning the game and play some Gunbreaker.
Alright, guys. More or less just got kind of done eating here really quick. Let's continue on with the story. Ooh, let's see what we get. Okay, those black pants do look pretty cool. Oh. Nope. Alright.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And with two Azure Dragoons working in unison, who can say what might be possible? But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Melanage 254. You're getting to the good stuff now.
Oh, am I? Boy, oh boy. So, we have learned of the madness that is going on with the Ishgardians and the Durranian dragons. The Ishgardians killed the sister of Nidhogg and Hraesvelgr. And on top of that, Nidhogg is seeking out pure vengeance by having people who were accursed by drinking of their sister's blood be transformed into dragons. Thus, we are slaying and killing the dragons, which in reality means that we are killing Ishgardian people that were technically innocent, but were of an ancestor of an ancestor of an ancestor from the past, from the original people that actually killed the sister of Nidhogg and Hraesvelgr. That's insane. That's just crazy. Completely crazy. Anyway. I mean, if you definitely want to have like the pure definition of vengeance, that's one way of getting vengeance back at people. Making them kill their own people by transforming them into an illusion in order to, you know, wreak vengeance for your loved ones that passed away. Ah! Doink. Why can't I jump off the sides, bro? Like... Bro, you're in my way, you're gonna die. I'm sorry, bro. Brought this upon yourself. Aw. Energy's gone. Let's see here. Where do we gotta go now? Oh boy. Long run it is. This is the only thing I hate. And I don't have flying yet. I wish I had flying. Really do. Do, do, do. On the road again. Do, 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 do. How you doing, bro? Just die. Hey. Good night, little dragons. Boy, oh boy, are we going way out there. Alrighty. How you doing, bro? Sorry, bro. Good day. Oh, there's more of you. Chill, bro. Bruh. We discover a new location. Intriguing. Ooh.
Melanage 254. Have you met Nidhogg's brother yet?
Yeah, Grace Fulgur? Yeah, we met him. Yeah. He was pretty cool to meet, actually. Let me kill this stuff, because I can trust it. Whoa, bro. How come you have better defenses than the dragons? These elementals have better defense than the dragons.
Is that it?
Aye, that would be the Eyrie. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark, How he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated. Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Nice. The epic journey begins! Alright. Had to go turn off the light really quick. Alright. What do you got to say, broski? A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Eyrie. And I can offer no better solution. Pray consult the engineer friend of yours. Very well. On the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by a link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. When did this guy get a link pearl? I suggest we renovate back at Saint Renati's farm, Jetbuster. From what I gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. When did Einstein, you know, have a link pearl? This guy, I don't remember in any context of the story that this guy having a link pearl. I don't know where he got it, but I'm curious. Alright. Oh boy. Do we have to walk there? Oh, okay, it's not that far. Alphanod, what are you doing, broski? When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we can try the airship landing. Maybe even the Sky Steel manufactory, but let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who. Sir Aramek would seem the obvious choice, but there is no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at short notice. I have it. Count Edmont's youngest son prides himself of knowing all the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Amelin is about. Wonderful. Okay. Wait, hold on. I forgot what that sector was called. Pillars? Yeah. Okay. Let me look at it again. I don't want to waste my time. What's this area called? The last vigil. Perfect. Hello, sir. Let me into your manor. Thank you. Yo, little one. How you doing? Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old boy? Well, I trust him. In search of Sid Garland, you say? Say no more. The taverns are full of talk. The name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting the monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Jetbuster, you must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Oh boy. Go up there. Don't really remember how to get up there. Oh, okay. Do that.
Melanage 254. Hover over the Ethernets on the map. ITLL tell you their name.
Yeah, I kind of thought about that, Melanie, for a second there. I just was being, I guess you could say, a monkey. Ah, Sid, my boy. You know, the Sid that they perpetrate in this game is not the same as the Sid originally from Final Fantasy VII. Sid from Final Fantasy VII was not really technically an engineer in that manner. He always ran around using a freaking spear. He would beat the living crap out of things with the spear. And like, he knew kind of like crazy mixed martial arts and stuff like that. But the way that they perpetrate Sid in this game is different, but it kind of still, you know, fits the aesthetic because Sid always was your main guy to be flying around in an airship in the original Final Fantasy VII. But it's cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. Jetbuster, Alphanaut, how fare you both? Now, not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Oh boy. Another wind barrier, and you say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we can employ. Aniston stands vigil at the edge of the churning mist, but we do not know how much longer. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible, I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time to give the new toy of yours a proper field test. Oh boy. Oh my god. Anytime I see that little Lalafell jumping around, I get concerned. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, let the manufacturers not far. Where are we going? Oh, okay, we're going to, sweet. We're going to the manufactory where you become a machinist. High steel manufacturing. Do I have that attuned? I do. Nice. Let's go pay a little visit to our pirate brother. Alright, Biggs. What you got? Talk to me. Our little project's just in sight. Oh, you're going to like this one. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Ooh. Well now, hello.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Nice.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution.
Holy snap, bro.
I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
Ah, Sid! You're beginning to get your butt kicked up being the master engineer. Your own little apprentices are learning things that you don't even think of. That is sad. It is cool though. It is cool that they were able to manufacture such a cool technology into a small ship. That's actually really cool.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
Rip. Ah. Oh, your apprentices were doing so well until I heard that statement. Oh, man.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off, if you'll forgive the pun.
Hey, there she is. Our favorite little Lalafell.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Rauban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Ah, my boy Ravan. Do. All right, Tartaru, what do you got for me? Ooh. Let's see. But I can't compare the weapon. Okay, we're probably gonna take the gold anyway. General Roban says that they have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Jetbuster. Pressing through Ishgard's plight, maybe our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we can. Tataru, our friends at the congregation send a message to Einstein to tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but that it will take some time to repair. As you wish, Master Hoffman. The Waking Sands, Warrior of Light, at his pastime Udo was delivered from the darkness. Bro, like, we are a wanted man. Okay? The Crystal Braves, everybody there does not like us. We are accused of things that we didn't do. Alright. Onward, my noble seed. Bum, bum, ba, da, da, bum, 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 bum. Sad days. In here? Must be down here. Alright. There's our boy.
Thank you for coming.
My favorite guy in the story.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady we sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend? Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo, and for Uldar!
Alrighty. My favorite guy. Time to go do some stuff for Nanamu, our good old Sultana. And we get to see good old Yaguri, our little dragon chick here. Our little ninja of ninjas. I like Yaguri, she's pretty cool. Ain't gonna lie. Yeah, let me check out some stuff here real quick, huh? Entrance to the solar. I need to investigate to see what's all been going on since we haven't been down here, huh? Your anger. Oh man, I don't even like that guy. I have weird vibes when I look at him. I just don't like him. Anyway, alright, let's speak to Yaguri. Our target is Muriel, the Sultana's former lady in waiting, a woman of Midlander's heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of a silver bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Muriel is still in hiding there. Yes, ma'am. We will gladly do so. Anyway, let's go here, go here. Oh, it's not that far away. Okay. Do 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 do. I can't wait to be able to like one day be able to go into that ocean. Be cool. Okay, so Spotted Meadow. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear this. Kickapoo. I don't know who you are, but you got some crazy purple hair going on here. What brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Miriam, say, if you're hoping to lure her back to Ulda, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Okay. Danielle. Muriel. Ah, she's here. Left the city for good. She says, barely leaves her house though. It's It's the one closest to the market entrance. Thank you, little one. Closest to the market entrance. I'm assuming. So it must be this one. There you are.
You are Muriel, the Sultana's former lady in waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden.
Yeah, you don't want to piss this guy off any further.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade, a means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn, a new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruited sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
I did not like that at all. Not it. It's not cool, man. Not cool at all. He loses his arm because of his rage and fury for the Sultana, and then his old pal is used against him. His old pal cuts off his arm, and now he finds out that the Sultana is still alive, goes from being the General of the Immortal Flames to being reinstated as the General of the Immortal Flames, with a bargain to be able to reawaken the Sultana. Like, it's you know, kind of terrible. Like, it's just, you know, so he takes the scars and the permanent damage because of their arrogance and stupidity. Like, they didn't have to technically have it to the point to where he needed to be harmed, and like, it's just you know, I don't agree with that part of the story. So, by the 12, I feared Lord Dorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath.
Tokadas says Gunbreaker in stream name is playing a warrior.
Yeah, I'm playing Warrior right now. I should update that title. I can fix that. By the 12, a feared Lord Lorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he, of all people, would gift us the names to rouse the Sultana. Like, it's kind of really just disgusting to know that that happened. Like, you know, he got hurt, like, badly because of their scheming plan in order to attempt to, you know, protect the Sultana. Granted, Taneji Eleji is completely and utterly executed out of righteous judgment, which is fair, understandable, but at the same time, like, he's the one that bears the permanent scar. So, like, if I was Rubenon, I would have said flat out no. I would have just said, like, no, I'm not taking it.
Tokadas. Actually, it was Nick Caesari. So times, it requires terrible things to happen to people to make the most believable acts.
Yeah, I get the motive behind it, but it's just like, dang, man. You know, it's just terrible. The poor guy, like, he just, you know, he was like, so far he took it because that was his life. That's what he strived to do so far from what I've seen in the story. He took the responsibility back, which is understandable, but at the same time, it's like, man, like, how would you like to be in a situation where you get into a huge erroneous fight with one of your best friends from back in the Colosseum ages, and then he cuts your arm out of because you're in a righteous blanket rage because you're trying to seek vengeance out for the Sultana. You killed the Taneji Eleji, the person that literally was attempting to do the poisonous act. Then you find out after the fact that she's still alive, but you're the one that gets to keep the burden and the damage for doing that. You know, and now we don't even know where Ilbert is right now. We just know that he was, so far, from a contract standpoint, he was being used by the that other person, and now is kind of like the contract has ended, so we don't even know where he is right now. But I mean, maybe we'll find out, but just interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on and see what happens here. Shall we also...
Tokadas. Also, your stream is like on a full-on minute-long delay. Or at the very least, your text-to-speech is on a minute delay.
Yes, part of that I think is because of Twitch. Twitch has a built-in delay. I don't think I have any way to adjust that. I really don't. I know that Twitch has a permanent delay in the system for anybody streaming, so there's an extensive delay, and sadly, until, like, if I become like a partner or whatever, or an affiliate, I don't think I can change that right now. I wish I could, but I'm sorry, man. But let's continue. So, shall we also make our way to Ulda? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Okay. So... Okay, so where are we going? Alright, so we're going back to Ulda. It would be pretty cool to become an affiliate, though, I ain't gonna lie. It'd be super fun to be able to become an affiliate. And then also eventually become a Twitch partner.
Tokadas. Their delay is normally only 10 seconds. I never seen a minute delay before, even in early years of Twitch.
I don't know then. I mean, if it's delayed by almost over a minute, I really am not sure, my man. I don't have an answer to that. I do not know. I don't know if it's a setting or a configuration or an option or something that I'm supposed to change. I'm not sure. I mean, if you could find the answer, let me know, and then I can gladly make the adjustment. I would love to do so. Okay, so we need to go to the Chamber of Rule. We should actually do this the other way around. Hold on.
Tokados. And it's not a affiliate or partner thing. I've been to streamers who don't even have the sub button yet like you and have near instant delay.
I'm not sure what it is then. Those are the only things I could really think of. I know that there's a permanent delay with Twitch. They do that by default, but I'm not sure why it's a minute. Could be just because I'm doing so many different things all at the same time. But I really do not know. Alright, let's go to this. Chamber of Rule. And let's go here.
Tokados. I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, greatly appreciated. Alright, Bartholomew, let's see if we can get in here. Flame General Rodon mentioned you might be coming, please. This way, if you will. There's our lovely Sultana.
I was having the longest dream.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
He's awake!
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Wait, I have it. The
Tokados.
Yes, well.
Apparently it can be a two-folded system. There is the Twitch version which you can go to your dashboard settings and in channel and videos, change the latency. And then in your streaming software, in the advanced setting options, to change the delay.
Okay, 1 second, hold on.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
Not again. Bruh. Oh my goodness.
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Nice.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption.
Nice.
As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Okay. So, what did you fully see here? Apparently there can be a two-fold system. There is the Twitch version which you can go to your dashboard settings in channel videos to change the latency, and then your streaming software with advanced setting options to change the delay. Dashboard settings and in channel videos.
Tokados. This of course, is very situational. Since this is the first time I've ever seen someone have such a delay like yourself. So these are purely things I looked up on multiple websites. So take what I said with a grain of salt.
Okay, well, I'll tell you one thing. I didn't even know that there was an option in the Twitch dashboard. So I'm gonna look at that for you really quick. So give me a moment here. What is this? Um, oh, okay. It is. It says it's configured for low latency, best for near real-time interactions with viewers. Normal latency enables the setting if you do not interact with viewers in real time. To disable or enable low latency, turn the dashboard, click the hamburger icon. To disable or enable low latency on your channel, head to the dashboard, click the hamburger icon, then open the preferences drop-down menu and select stream latency. So, dashboard.
Tokados. Then it's your streaming software.
Am I in the right area? I gotta go to preferences. Then it's gonna be found underneath the stream key and preferences. Oh, okay, so this is it. Okay, so yeah. All right. Then it is probably in my software. I think you're right. Let me look here. I use Streamlabs, by the way. Output.
Tokados. Like OBS and such.
Correct. Can't change that while I'm streaming. Advanced. Yeah, let's just do this really quick. Hold on. How to remove stream delay in Streamlabs. Also, navigate to the Advanced tab and locate stream delay. Adjust the stream delay to your liking. Click Done. So it's underneath the Advanced tab. There it is. 5-second delay. I think that's it.
Tokados. https://.esports.com/streaming/news/how-to-reduce-stream-delay-on-twitch.
Okay, I need to get rid of that. Hold on 1 second here, my man. Where is my... There it is. I think we fixed it. It was set, I think, by default by 5 seconds, or I must have changed it at some point in time.
Tokados. Then I don't know what's wrong with your stream, lol.
You're fine, man. Yeah, it says even if you set your stream delay to a minimum value, there will still be a slight lag of 15 to 30 seconds, though it's quite hard to notice in most cases. No one will choose to have a delay of 30 seconds if they can avoid. Okay, so let me just restart the stream really quick because I did find the option, and I was changing that. So let me do that really quick here, okay? Hold on. It'll take me like 2 seconds to turn it on and turn it back on. Because I went here, I went to settings, I went to advanced, and then I scrolled down here, and I disabled this. Technically, this should be 0. I don't know if it made any difference, but I probably have to turn off my stream and turn it back on in order for it to enable. So just give me 1 second here. We're back. Restarting stream really fast. Let me know if it is better. All right, 1 moment here. All right. Started it. All right. Advanced. No stream delay going forward. Okay. All right. With that, let's go ahead and continue. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains that there is no man alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Still no word of Master Garland. I hope this monocutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. I and Uda too shall flourish once more. General Rubenon and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Yuguri, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones?
Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revan's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilbert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Elvenar. To me, I see. I am grateful to hear that at least some of the members were true to their oaths. Where we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Jepper? You were there at the company's inception. Tis only fitting that you will be present at its end, and I will appreciate the support. All right. Continue back to Morgana. Uh, okay, 1 second here. Alright, sorry about that. I was explaining to him the example because he's beginning to do the relic storyline. Or A Realm Reborn. Oh boy. Commander, you're alive. Ah, Jetbuster 2. I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid crystal braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. But you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, but we were still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates?
Aye.
Stream elements. Jetbuster is now live. Streaming Final Fantasy XIV Online, FF14 Epic Journey. Learning the game and play some warrior.
You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret that I must. That's enough. That's enough. Oh, that commander. We know what you've had mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, seeing as we all agree. You can take our uniforms and our stripes of us our ranks. We won't be no less of a company. The Crystal Braves. The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other and to you. Commander Alphanod, our minds are made up, so you might as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Nice. Okay. Let me do something really quick here. Pray excuse me, I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the consistency of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of your loyalty, Jetbuster. But as Thalak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Nice. Sad days. So it sounds like we're not really disbanding, but we're disbanding the Crystal Braves? I don't know how to respond to that. It's kind of cool at the same time, but it's like, you know, it's one of those things where it's intriguing to know that, like, you know, you're still gonna find some form of loyal people around that are trying to help Alphanod do what he needs to do, which is fine, you know. But it's also just kind of just the way that they made the story so far. It's really cool. But it's sad at the same time to know that, like, we don't know where Minfilia is right now. I guess we're getting ready to go find Minfilia, which is cool. We don't really know what happened to Thancred. We don't know what happened to just a lot of the people. But we'll figure it out. So it'll be intriguing here very soon to see what all is technically going to be done. Hold on. I'm doing something specific here. they're making this really more complicated than it needs to be. Hold on. Wow, they really are making this super and uber complex, man. Okay. It's good to be donkey donk. Okay, guys. You guys are really being too complex for this. I'm trying to change some password information for some other components, and this is just like nowadays this is getting to be a little bit too much because like I understand that there's a bazillion fraudsters out there, you know, because they have nothing better to do with their lives because that's all that they know how to do. But like making it nearly extensively impossible to do things is just pretty negligible. Shouldn't be having to do this, honestly. didn't want to change that for that. Kidding me right now? That was not my goal or intention. Alright guys, I'll be right back.